I'm playing with the Kinect. The Kinect is Microsoft's must-have holiday item, and holy crap are people eating this thing up. It's already sold so many units, it's practically a successful console launch, which is really, really sad. I can't even imagine how many people are going out there and blindly buying this thing without knowing anything about it or its software lineup. That doesn't include me. I bought it so that I could review it and inform you. Yeah. First thing I noticed as soon as I got my hands on the Kinect is that it's huge. It's way bigger than I imagined. Compare it next to the Xbox Live Vision camera, it gets dwarfed next to this black behemoth. I should point out that the Kinect requires its own power source, which means more cables running behind your TV. But if you have one of the new Slim 360s, it'll get power straight from the console. Aesthetically speaking, it's alright. It's way bigger than I would have liked. It's got a black gloss finish, making it look extra futuristic and advanced. But that's how it looks. What really matters is how it plays. If I die underneath mysterious circumstances, you know where to look first. You let the Kinect know you're there by waving your hand back and forth. There's a box in the corner showing exactly what the camera sees. See how my hand is glowing purple? That means it's sensing it and it's tracking it. You can also use your voice to go through all the menus, which sounds cool, but it's not exactly the most efficient. Here, watch what I mean. Xbox. Open tray. See, it's kind of cool, but it does take a little bit to load through it, so you're much faster just using your hand or a controller. I do have one question though. Where's my Netflix integration? Do you remember when they first teased the Kinect, or Natal at the time? They promised being able to use your hands and your voice to control your movies, whether it's DVD or Netflix, whatever. That's not in here at all. Why would they take that out? So yeah, using your hands to move around menus is pretty cool, but only like once or twice. The novelty of it runs out really, really fast. Now, nobody buys the Kinect just for menu controls. What matters is the games. Let's start with the Kinect's pack-in title, Kinect Adventures. Of course. In Kinect Adventures, you travel the world going through a series of challenges to collect treasures of the land. Or you play 5 different mini-games over and over again. Alright, first one up is Rally Ball. This is the one that everybody's seen. You slap a dodgeball into a bunch of wooden blocks to break them. The quicker you break them, the more points you get. Alright. Okay. There is a little bit of a slight delay between what's on screen and what I'm doing. I mean like very, very slight. Alright, the next game is River Rush. You're on a raffle going down river trying to collect pins. Guess it sounds kind of exciting, but you do very little. You step side to side to steer, and then occasionally jump. That's about the extent of it. Whoa! White river rafting, whoa! Sweet boot off the jump, whoa! Oh, I got coming again, whoa! Sometimes I have to talk like this to make it more entertaining. Whoa! Alright, next one, 20,000 Leagues. In this game, you're underwater in a glass box while a bunch of jerk fish try to break the box and make you drown. So it's up to you to plug all the holes using your hands and your feet. Now, of all the minigames that they have, this one is the least involved. As you can see, all you really gotta do is put your hand out in a certain position. It's not exactly exciting or difficult or fun. Okay, Reflex Ridge. Now this one is pretty much the same as River Rush, only sometimes you'll need to duck and jump. Basically going down an obstacle course and you have to dodge everything that pops up. You do need to jump in order to speed up, so sometimes I just found myself hopping around like an idiot just to get through this thing. That's it. Last one, Space Pop. Now this one's really similar to 20,000 Leagues, where you have to move around to complete your objectives. Only you're supposed to be in 0G, and a bunch of bubbles come around, and you need to flap your arms every now and then to float up. This is so much fun. Before I move on, I gotta say, for a pack-in title, Kinect Adventures is only okay. There's nothing in there that would make you want to keep going back to it. Like the Wii had Wii Bowling, the Move has Gladiator Duel, Kinect Adventures has slapping a ball at wood. It's a very lukewarm title, so it's going to be up to the standalone releases to really make up for that. And let's check out Microsoft's big standalone release, Kinectimals. This one starts off really slow and boring. You have to watch like a 5-minute cutscene before you can even do anything. Come on, let me pet my imagination already.
Welcome to Lemuria.
Ah, what the hell is that?
Please excuse the commotion. Everybody is so excited.
What sort of creature is this? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Ah!
Are you an adventurer? An explorer?
If you come near me, I will cut you. So you get a choice between 5 different tigers, but I guess you can unlock other ones as you play through the game.
Excellent
I'm not going to play
choice.
long enough to care.
When you
Ah, idiot.
Your cub will come. Okay, here's a fun one. The play dead trick. All you have to do
What
is
the hell am I
pat
doing?
on her back. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Well, so far so good. The Kinect has been very responsive to movement and tracking. But those are both first-party titles. What keeps hardware alive is the third-party support. And we're going to go with the biggest third-party whore there is, Sonic and Sonic Freeriders. Turn. Whenever you get an item, you're supposed to shake your hand in order to use it. How ridiculous do I look? Why am I... Turn! Come on! Turn! Come on! Oh, I guess I'm on a rail now, okay. I'm not turning. How far back do I have to lean to frickin' turn? Oh. This game kills your back trying to play it. Turn! I'm going to a freaking 90-degree angle and I can't turn at all. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? And now you're going forward? Not even the menus work! Stop it. Stop it! F*** this game! That game doesn't work. I honestly cannot believe they released it in that state. I am angry. Sonic Freeriders induced anger into me. You know what's a good way to get rid of anger? By fighting someone. Yeah. Next up, Fighters Uncaged. Now, one of the first problems I had with this game is that I'm going into a fight. I'm ready to fight someone. So right away, I take a fighting stance. I'm ready to take them on. But the game tells me, no, Jared, you're doing it wrong. You have to stand like this. The most awkward, unnatural fighting position ever.
You know what? You don't scare me.
You ever play a game called mocap boxing in the arcade? you stood in this little grid that had all these sensors, and you pick up these 2-pound boxing gloves, and the game allowed you to dodge side to side, duck underneath, and whatever, and punch, and really just pound back at the guy. All they had to do was copy that arcade game, and Fighters Uncaged would be awesome. But instead, they came out with whatever the hell this is. Okay, I'm trying to do a foot sweep here. It keeps making me kick his torso. My leg's going nowhere near that high. Foot sweep, foot sweep, foot sweep. Going through the wheels. Foot sweep. Uppercut. 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 What? Uppercut. Up into his chin. Mortal Kombat style. Come on. I just wanted to uppercut.
Like you for breakfast.
What? Do you see that? I just punched a bunch and I sweat. Come on!
And my victory.
Despite knowing how exactly to do every move, none of them f***ing work. I was doing it exactly how the game taught me and it never went off. Half the times I would punch with this hand and end up kicking with this leg. That doesn't make any sense! Okay. That was absolutely abysmal. Combining two bad games with god-awful ways of doing motion controls can make the strongest of men collapse internally. Ugh. Thankfully, I have saved the best for last. Developers, if you want to know how to make motion controls work with the Kinect, look no further than Dance Central. First thing I like about Dance Central right away is that it gets menus right. Just take your hand, whatever you want to do, grab it, and slide it over. That's all it is. So easy. This is for you, ladies. This is what I'm talking about. The Kinect follows you so very well. Like, it gives the right amount of leniency so it's not too strict, but at the same time, if you screw up, it'll let you know. This nails down motion controls perfectly. This is how it's supposed to be done. And the game is fun, if you like dancing. After all that, I'm pretty much exhausted. I will give the Kinect that. It certainly gets you up and moving. It's way more exercise than I'm used to. The Kinect itself works pretty well, but the software is hit and miss. That's why my final rating for this device is an iToy out of 10. For as much as Microsoft touted its functionality, the Kinect is fundamentally the same as the PS2's iToy. While it does track your body pretty well, it's not precise. The biggest drawback to the camera are the games. It seems like for every standout title there are at least 2 terrible ones. For what you get and what it does, the Kinect is not worth its steep $150 price point. The menu navigation and voice commands are far too novel to warrant such a purchase. Overall, it's really hard to recommend. As much as I love Dance Central, I realize that's not a game everybody can get into. I also found out that Dance Central saves every picture it ever takes. So if you'll excuse me, I need to delete some pictures of myself playing naked. Unless you want to see them.